Good morning. I'm going to say something that sounds a little crazy. Those huge, ambitious goals you set for yourself, they're actually set up to make you fail. Yeah, you heard me right. Think about it for a second. Every time we get that spark of motivation to totally change our lives, we cook up these massive, intimidating plans that honestly require superhuman effort. And what happens? Well, they usually blow up in our faces, leaving us feeling even worse than when we started.
Oh, we have all been there. It's that exhausting cycle, isn't it? You get this huge burst of energy, you're so excited, and then you crash. Hard. You tell yourself, okay, this is the time it's going to stick. But then the burnout, the guilt, it just comes creeping right back in. It's such a frustrating pattern, and it's way more common than you think.
I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Maybe you didn't try to run a marathon on day one, but that feeling, that's universal. You jump in, you're full of hope and fire, and then, almost instantly, you're just drowning. And then that awful, heavy feeling sets in that you've let yourself down again. So, if you're kind of nodding along right now, I want you to know you are so not alone. This is what we call the all-or-nothing trap. But what if I told you there's another way? A gentler, much wiser, and honestly, a far more powerful way to grow.
All right, so let's get into the good stuff. Forget about trying to create a massive revolution in your life overnight. Instead, let's look at a philosophy of gentle evolution. And that brings us to this really beautiful and powerful idea from Japan.
The word is kaizen. It literally translates to good change or improvement. But the philosophy, wow, it's so much deeper. It's not about taking these giant, terrifying leaps. Nope, it's all about taking one small, totally manageable step every single day. The focus is always on progress, never, ever on perfection.
So really, you've got two paths in front of you. On one side, there's that all-or-nothing trap we know so well. It's full of pressure and stress, and it almost always ends with us just giving up. But then you look at the other path, the Kaizen way. It's quieter, for sure. It builds momentum slowly, sustainably. It's about trading that short burst of intensity for real, long-term consistency and confidence.
Okay, theory is great, but how do we actually do this? Right now, today. Let's take this big idea of Kaizen and shrink it down into one tiny, simple action.
The secret here is to make the action almost laughably small. So if your goal is to read more, forget about reading a whole book. Don't even worry about a chapter. For today, our happiness hint is just this. Find an article, maybe a single page, that actually challenges you a bit, and just give it 5 minutes. That's it. That is the win for today.
And here's the thing. When you do this, you might feel a little strain. That feeling like your brain is actually sweating. That's a good thing. In Japan, we have a concept for this called shugyo. It's like dedicated training for your mind and spirit. That little bit of struggle is not a sign you're failing. It's the exact opposite. That is the feeling of growth. You're building new connections, getting stronger.
Remember, it doesn't have to change your entire world today. Just one small, kind step forward. So I'll leave you with that thought. What is the one tiny step you can take today that your future self will thank you for? Have a wonderful day. Itterashai.